Alright guys, it's time for another Band-Maid video, and I think I'm going to try and do something slightly different today. I'm going to do puzzle. I'm going to do two versions of puzzle. The official recorded studio version and the acoustic version. We're going to compare and contrast the two songs and see the differences, and I'm going to then decide at the end which version I think's better. Straight off the bat, I don't actually know how the fuck you make that acoustic. I just don't. Like, how does that translate into acoustic? Whilst I'm listening to this, my brain is also at the same time thinking, how does that translate to an acoustic song? Obviously then, because of the way that Band-Maid are with their instruments and stuff, you kind of need to ignore all that and just focus on like the basic chords that's getting played. I don't really focus on Band-Maid singing a lot of the time because it's usually, don't start, but it's usually overshadowed by the rhythm section. It just is. Firstly, this is the first time that I've noticed that it's like, this is like a genuine love song, where she's like, I've loved you since the first moment I met you. Like, it was like a puzzle piece falling into place for me, and it probably wasn't like that for you, but that's okay, because it didn't need to be. It doesn't need to be, as long as it is for me, which is it's kind of beautiful sentiment. Because I felt like that when I met my wife. This is maybe too much information, but I said to my wife, like, the first time I met her, I think, yeah, it was like our first date. I was like, yeah, we're gonna end up in a relationship, and it did, and we're married now. So, who was right? You can see with the singing and the melody and stuff how that's gonna probably translate to an acoustic song and be a ballad, their actual ballad, not the previous song that wasn't a ballad. I want to pause it to comment on the synth in the background, because they don't usually do a lot of that as far as I'm aware from what I've heard, and it's given it a whole different extra vibe that they don't usually have. Do you remember the bands that they were kind of like the screamo bands that had the synth player? It was like Enter Shikari and stuff like that. It's got that wee vibe to it, but better than Enter Shikari because they were fucking garbage. That backing vocal was lovely. It wouldn't be my choice to make an acoustic song of this. I don't know how they're gonna do it. That's nuts. I know, just wait, but Jesus Christ. Can we just for a second take a moment to appreciate the fucking genius of that guitar line? Yes. And then just, I think you should be like up and down the fretboard that way. But no, she's gone just, that's wild. Right, okay. There must be an easier way for her to play that than that. There just has to be. Okay, right, obviously an absolute banger again, but turns out I was kind of wrong. It's all about like her saying, yeah, I fell in love with you back the first time I met you, blah 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 blah, but you don't feel the same, like at all, I think, and that's fine. Or maybe they broke up and they went their separate ways and she's like, I still kind of feel that way about you, but you're never going to feel that way, and so what once was a complete puzzle is now broken apart. I'm unsure, but right, takeaways from that. 1, yes, I can see how the chorus can translate to being an acoustic song. But 2, the rest of it, no. I don't see it. We've just listened to the official live version, and now we're going to compare and contrast that to the acoustic version. Which one's better? I don't know how it's going to work. I have my doubts. I have been surprised before. So let's just do it.
Hajime mashite no sonna だけどきっと君は覚えてない Butterfly with me 憂鬱な闇の中光差し込む一発くれたんだ無邪気な笑顔でそのままでいいと叶わない恋でも何番だって構わないからさねえそんなの嘘だよ見えない知らない苦しいだけだよだけど知りたい渇望に抵抗できない今だけでいいから侵食されてゆけ声にな
I'll put my hands up. I was wrong. The intro worked beautifully, right? The intro was absolutely beautiful. Yeah, the verses also worked because she just played basic chords. I didn't really think of that, to be honest. I don't know why. I don't know why. Because there was so much going on in the other one. I was like, there's no way you're translating that guitar line into this song. But it turns out you don't need to. You just play the basic chords. But if you just play the chords of the root notes, don't know why that didn't occur to me. So what I like about this version is it is a chance to showcase the vocals. I've said before, like, she's got like a really beautiful voice and it's got a really nice kind of warm tone to it, but a lot of the time it's lost because the rest of the instrumentation is so intricate and they're doing so much different stuff that you kind of focus on that a little bit, especially as, like, well, a former musician. My mind is always like, oh, the drums is cool, or the bass playing is really cool, or she'll break out a mental guitar solo, and I'm always distracted from the vocal. This is pushing it right front and centre. Very good singer. She's that backing vocal was perfection. Beautiful.
甘く溶けてく飴玉みたいに君もいつかは消えてしまうのかずるい自然と香りだけ残して Butterfly with me 一人きりの夜どこで何してんだろう考えるたびに眠れなくなってわがまま言えないいい子にして待ってるなんてさもう答えが見えてる言えない
You don't notice it in other songs, but in this one you can hear she's got like a wee bit of a rasp to her voice, which is really, really nice. Like, she's got really good, clean vocals, but sometimes she can do just, well, a rasp, I've already said it. It's just a little bit of grit to the vocals, which kind of gives it a bit more emotion. For this type of performances, it works perfectly.
し含ま Don't cry 君の抜け殻さ終わりの見えない夢を見たいだけ
The backing vocals are absolutely bloody beautiful. The lead singer's a very good singer, obviously I've been talking about that, but I'm a sucker for live harmonies. I really am. I went to see a gig by a Danish band called Mew, who had a part in a song where 4 people were singing at the same time on the studio version, and it's one of the most beautiful bits of music I've ever heard in my life. Every single time I hear it without fail, I get goosebumps, and I didn't think they were going to be able to pull it off live, and they started playing the song, and I was like, okay, this is going to be good, but when it gets to that part, it's going to be a bit lacking, I'm going to be disappointed. And then I realised all 4 people in that band could sing expertly, and all 4 of them started doing the 4-part harmony, and I almost cried. All that is to say, I'm kind of loving these backing vocals. The 2 of them together are...
夢を見たいだけ目覚めてしまうんだ Don't lie 信じさせてくれ見えない知らない苦しみだけだけど知りたい渇望に抵抗できない今だけでいいから侵食閉めた外に出れば何でもないくだり私だけの願い崩れてくパズル満たせない記憶瞳閉じてまた君に落ちてく
I'm going to say I prefer the acoustic version. It lends itself more to like the meaning of the song, if I've got the meaning right, and the emotion of the song, and it strips away all of the kind of distractions and just lets you focus on the emotion of the song. When the song is about something as emotional as this, then that's for the song's betterment. The official version, the official live version of it is very good, and from a musical point of view, bit of a headbanger, yeah, like it, it's nice. Again, I always am saying I want to get into these songs, like the songs that I prefer are the ones that give me an emotional connection and the ones that like do something that make me feel something, and the acoustic version of this was a lot closer to that for me, so I prefer the acoustic version. So what's next? What's the next Band-Maid song? You guys throw your opinions out in the comments. I'm happy to take them on board. Tell me if I've got the meaning of the song right, if I've got the meaning of the song wrong. I don't do any research before these videos, as you guys know by now, so I tend to get a lot of things wrong. But I feel like that's a good thing, because it then means that you guys can come and shout at me in the comments, and I'm alright with that. I'm fine with that. That was Band-Maid with 2 versions of Puzzle. Which was your favourite and why? See you guys next time.